In Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance examinations, usually 5 to 10 questions are asked based upon finding odd man out. In such questions, 4 figures will be given, out of which one figure will be standing out as a different figure, whereas the 3 other figures will be sharing a similarity. In such questions, students need to observe all the 4 figures carefully and spot out the common point in 3 of the figures, wherein one figure will be standing out as an odd man out figure. In the question paper, the directions for such questions will be given as follows. In the following questions, 4 figure 1, 2, 3 and 4 are given. Out of these 4 figures, 3 figures are similar, one way or the other way, but one figure is different. Spot out the different figure. We know what is odd man out, so let's solve some of the problems in odd man out. Let's go to question number 1. In question number 1, we can see 4 problem figures given. When we see carefully these 4 problem figures, we find that there is a design which is complete and it is inside, whereas outside there is a similar design which is left incomplete. So let's understand from problem figure 1, there are 2 sides which are left incomplete, this side and this side. Okay, let's go to problem figure 2. We find that only one side is left incomplete. In case of problem figure 3, we find that again one side is left incomplete. Similarly, in case of problem figure 4, one side is left incomplete. So in this question, we find that problem figure 2, 3 and 4 are similar because of being one side incomplete, whereas figure 1 has 2 sides which are incomplete. So answer to question number 2 is 1. Now let's go to question number 2. In question number 2, there are 4 problem figures given. Just with first observation, we find that one figure which is circle in the problem figure 1 is standing out as a odd man out figure, because other 3 figures, figure 2, 3 and 4, have lines, whereas this is a circular shape problem figure 1, there is no line into it. So answer to question number 2 is 1. Now let's go to the next problem, which is question number 3. In question number 3, there are 4 problem figures given. With first observation, we find that the inner design in problem figure 1, 2 and 3 is similar, whereas in case of problem figure 4, the inner design is different. So answer to question number 3 is 4. Question number 4. In question number 4, there are 4 problem figures given. When we observe these 4 problem figures carefully, we find that each of the problem figure has a circle, and there are dots given inside the circle as well as outside the circle. So on the basis of circle, we don't find any difference, so we need to find the difference on the basis of dots. So let's count the dots outside separately and inside separately. When we go to problem figure 1, we find that outside 1, 2, 3 and 4 dots are drawn, whereas inside there are 3 dots. So outside is 1 dot more than the dots inside. So let's go to problem figure 2. In problem figure 2, outside dots are 3, whereas inside dots are 2. So this is also fine because outside dots are 1 more than the dots inside. Now let's go to problem figure 3 and count the number of dots outside. Outside dots are 4, whereas inside dots should be 3, but it is 4. So this is most likely to be the odd man out. Just for a sake of confirmation, let's go to problem figure 4 and see how many dots are outside and how many are inside. Whether outside dots are one more than the dots inside. So in problem figure 4, the dots outside of the circle are 2, whereas inside the circle is 1. So this is also perfectly fine. So answer to question number 4 is 3. Let's go to question number 5. In question number 5, what we observe here is there are horizontal lines and intersecting lines which are placed inclined. So on the basis of lines, uh, angles, we don't find any difference, but it also leads to one more uh, observation, that we need to count the number of lines uh, which are horizontal and number of lines which are inclined in each problem figure. Let's go to problem figure 1. In problem figure 1, let's count the number of lines which are horizontal lines. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 horizontal lines, whereas the number of lines which are inclined are 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means the number of lines inclined should be one more than the number of lines which are horizontal. So let's see if this trend is continued in problem figure 2. Number of lines which are horizontal are 2, and the number of lines which are inclined are one more than that, that is 3. That is also fine. So let's go to problem figure 3. The line which is horizontal is 1 and the lines which are inclined are 2. That is, inclined lines are more one more than the number of lines which are horizontal. So this is also fine. But in case of problem figure 4, the number of lines which are horizontal and the number of lines which are inclined are same. So this is not conforming to the trend that these 3 problem figures are sharing as a similarity. So answer to question number 5 is 4. Okay, now let's go to question number 6. In question number 6, we observe that there are similar looking uh, figures which are placed in opposite direction. For example, in problem figure 1, this is the shape which is exactly the shape here also, but the direction is reverse. Similarly, in problem figure 2, the shape here and shape here is same, but the directions are opposite. Similarly, in case of problem figure 3, this shape and this shape are same, but the directions are reverse. Whereas in case of problem figure 4, the shapes are same, but they are in the same direction. So this is standing out as a odd man out. So answer to question number 6 is 4. Question number 7. In question number 7, there are 4 problem figures given. In each of the problem figure, there is one design which is inside the other, and there is another design which is inside of the design. When we observe these 4 problem figures carefully, we find that in case of problem figure 2, the outer design, which is the triangle, inside also a triangle, and in problem figure 3, the same design is outside and same design is inside. Similarly, in case of problem figure 4, the design outside and the design which is inside is same, whereas in case of problem figure 1, the figure inside and the figure outside both are different. So answer to question number 7 is 1. Now let's move on to question number 8. In question number 8, there are two designs which are touching each other. In problem figure 1, both the designs are similar. Similarly, in case of problem figure 2, there are two circles which are similar. In case of problem figure 3, the two designs are different. One is triangle, other one is rectangle. So this is standing out as an odd man out. Just for the sake of confirmation, let's move on to next problem which has got two similar figures. Both are triangles. So answer to question number 8 is 3. Now let's move on to next question, which is question number 9. In question number 9, there are 4 problem figures given. In each problem figure, there's a design which is kept, which is outside, and the design which is there inside. In first problem figure, the design which is inside is same to the design which is outside. Whereas in case of problem figure 2, outside is a rectangle, inside is a triangle. So these two figures are not the same. In case of problem figure 3, inside is a circle, outside is a triangle. So both the designs are different. Now let's check in problem figure 4. In problem figure 4, inside is a square, whereas outside is a circle. So both the designs are different. So in this case, clearly the answer to the question number 9 is 1. Question number 10. In question number 10, there are 4 problem figures given. There's one design outside and there's another design inside. When we observe these 4 problem figures carefully, we find that problem figure 2, problem figure 3 and problem figure 4, each of the problem figure has a circle. Whereas in case of problem figure 1, there is no circle. So these 3 problem figures, second, third and fourth, these 3 problem figures are sharing a similarity, and problem figure 1 is standing out as a odd man out figure. So answer for this question number 10 is 1. Now let's move on to the next problem. In next question, question number 11, there are 4 problem figures given. In each of the problem figure, there is one rectangle which is outside, and the rectangle has been divided into 4 parts with the help of 2 lines intersecting each other. And further, one of the part has been colored with the help of 3 lines in a particular angle. What we notice in these 3 problem figures, problem figure 1, 2 and 4, that the lines which have been drawn in one of the part is not touching the center. But in case of problem figure 3, these 3 lines, one of the line among these 3 lines is this one. This is touching the center. So on the basis of this logic, question number 11 has answer, which is 3. Now let's go to question number 12. In question number 12, there are four problem figures given. Each of the problem figure has a shape which is circular shape, and each of the problem figure has been divided in four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting. Now, one of the part in each of the problem figure is left blank, so that is the similarity among all the four problem figures. Now there are inside one part in each of the problem figure has one circular shape, the other part has a cross sign, the third part has a triangle in each of the problem figure. Now, on the basis of what we have observed so far, we can't differentiate and find three figures which are similar and one figure which is standing out as an odd man out. So we need to see the position of these three figures: circle, cross sign, and the rectangle. In case of problem figure 1, the cross sign is in the middle. In case of problem figure 2, also it is lying in the middle of the two figures. Similarly, in case of problem figure 3, it is lying in the cross sign. This sign is lying in the middle of these other two figures. But in case of problem figure 4, this position of the cross signature, cross sign, is not in the middle. Middle position is given to the circle. So this problem figure 4 is standing out as an odd man out in case of question number 11. So answer to question number 12 is 4. In question number 13, there are four problem figures given. In each of the problem figures except 3, there are two lines intersecting each other and dividing the figure into four equal parts. So answer to question number 13 is 3. Let's go to question number 14. In question number 14, there are four problem figures given. In problem figure 1, there is a triangle which is inverted and there is perfect arrow which is drawn inside the triangle. Now let's move to problem figure 2. In problem figure 2, there is a triangle wherein there is arrow looking figure, but it is not a perfect arrow. This is not a perfect arrow. Let's go to problem figure 3. In problem figure 3, there is a triangle in which there is a perfect arrow drawn. Similarly, in the next problem figure also, inside the triangle, there is perfect arrow drawn. So answer to question number 14 is 2, because the arrow is not perfect in this case. Let's go to next question. In question number 15, there are four problem figures given. In problem figure 1, there is a rectangle shape which is divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other. In the second problem figure also, a circle which is divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other. In case of problem figure 3, there is a rectangle which has been divided into four parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other. And similarly, in problem figure 4, there is a rectangle which has been divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other. In the second observation that we make, we find that there is a similarity between problem figure 1, 3 and 4 on the basis of the design of the outer figure. The outer figure is made by lines, four lines. Whereas in case of problem figure 2, the outer design doesn't have any lines. It is a circular shape. So answer to question number 15 is second. Question number 16. In question number 16, there are four problem figures given. In case of problem figure 1, there are two sides wherein there are two square kind of edges are there. Whereas in case of problem figure 2, the outer edge on two sides is V-shaped. Similarly, in case of problem figure 3 and problem figure 4, V-shaped corners are there on two sides. Whereas in case of problem figure 1, these V-shaped corners are missing. So answer to question number 16 is 1. Now let's move on to problem figure 17. In problem figure 17, there are two identical shapes are given which are intersecting each other from middle. Similarly, in problem figure 2, there are two V-shaped figures which are intersecting each other from middle. And in case of problem figure 3, there are two arcs which are intersecting each other from middle. Whereas in case of problem figure 4, both the designs are similar but they are not intersecting each other from middle. So on the basis of point of intersection, answer to question number 17 is 4. Let's move on to next question. In question number 18, there are four problem figures given. In case of problem figure 1, there is a rectangle in which there is a diamond shaped design is inserted. In case of problem figure 2, there is a circle in which another circle has been drawn. So in case of problem figure 2, both the designs inside design and outside designs are similar. But in case of problem figure 1, the design inside and the design outside both are different. Let's check the problem figure 3 designs. The outer design is a rectangle and inside design is also a rectangle. So both the designs are similar. In case of problem figure 4, outer design is a triangle and inside design is also a triangle, so which are also similar. So there is a similarity in two designs in case of problem figure 2, 3 and 4, whereas there is a difference in both the designs in case of problem figure 1. So answer to question number 18 is 1. Question number 19, there are four problem figures given. With first observation, we find that problem figure 1, 2 and 4 are swastik kind of designs. Whereas in case of problem figure 3, the design is not like a swastika. So answer to question number 19 is 3. Let's go to next question. In question number 20th, at the center of each design there is a circular shape. So we can't differentiate on the basis of the central shape. So we need to look further into the number of lines that are drawn connecting to the circle. Let's count the number of lines: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 lines in this problem figure. In the next problem figure, which is problem figure 2, the number of lines are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In case of problem figure 3, there are 4 lines, and in case of problem figure 4, number of lines are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's analyze these numbers. The first number is 7, the other one is 8, then 4, and then 6. 8, 4, and 6 are even numbers, whereas 7 is an odd number. So on the basis of even and odd, problem figure 1 is the answer for question number 20. Let's move to next question, question number 21. There are 4 problem figures given. In case of problem figure 1, the design is a rectangle which has 4 lines. In the next design in problem figure 2, there are 4 shapes to the figure. In the next design in problem figure 3, there are 3 sides and this is a triangle. In case of problem figure 4, there are 4 sides to the design, which is a rectangle kind of design. So on the basis of number of lines, there is similarity in problem figure 1, 2, and 4, whereas 3 is a standout figure, and answer for question number 21 is 3. Question number 22nd, there are 4 problem figures given. The first problem figure is a circular shape inside which there are 2 horizontal parallel lines are drawn. In case of problem figure 2, the outer design is a square in which 2 parallel lines are drawn which are vertical, whereas in case of problem figure 1, the lines were horizontal. Let's check the design in case of problem figure 3. The outer shape is a triangle inside which there are 2 lines which are horizontal. Let's check the problem figure 4 design. The outer design is a triangle inside which there are 2 lines drawn which are horizontal and parallel. So on the basis of orientation of the 2 lines inside the outer design, there are 3 designs which are horizontal and 1 design is vertical. So the design which is standing out as odd man out is problem figure 2. Let's move to next question. Question number 23. There are four problem figures given. In the problem figure 1, outside design is a rectangle inside which there is a circle. In case of problem figure 2, outside design is a square, inside also a square. So both the designs are similar. In case of problem figure 2, in case of problem figure 3, outside design is a triangle, inside design also is a triangle. Both the designs are hence similar. Similarly, in case of problem figure 4, the outside design is a circle, inside which also is a circle. So there is a similarity between two designs in case of problem figure 4, 3 and 2, whereas in case of design 1, the design outside the design and the inside design both are different. So answer to question number 23 is 1. Now let's move to next question. In question number 24, there are four problem figures given. There is a similarity in four problem figure. In problem figure 1, the basic shape with two lines intersecting each other and two arrows on either side is common to all the problem figures. And there are two dots placed on certain sides. Let's examine the position of the dots. In case of problem figure 1, the two dots are on upper side. In case of problem figure 2, the two dots are on lower side of the design. In case of problem figure 3, these dots are opposite each other, whereas in case of problem figure 4, the designs are the two white and black designs or dots are on the right side of the diagram. So on the basis of positions of these two black dots, problem figure 3 is standing out, and the answer to question number 24 is 3. Let's go to question number 25. In question number 25, there are four options given. First three options has got straight line, but in case of option 4, there is no straight line, it has got curve. So problem figure 4 stands out as a different figure. So answer to question number 25 is 4. Now let's go to question number 26. In question number 26, there are four options given. In the first option, what we see is there is one square which is at the outside of the diagram, inside which a similar figure which is another square is given, and in the center there is a circle. Similarly, when you go to option 2, we find in the outermost border there is one triangle, and there is a similar triangle which is inside that, and at the center there is a circle. So first two figures are similar. Let's see whether the third figure also is similar. In the third option, there at the outermost there is one rectangle, and inside of which there is another rectangle given, and at the center there should be a circle, but here As a contrast, rather than circle, they have given a triangle. So this looks like the odd man out. Just for the sake of confirmation, let's go to option 4. In option 4, the outermost two shapes are similar, and in the center there is a circle. So option 1, option 2 and option 3, these are similar, whereas option 3 is different. So answer to question number 26 is 3. Now let's go to question number 27. In question number 27, there are 4 options given. In the first option, there is a star in the front, and at the back there is another star. But in the first star in the front, which is a white colored star, has got 5 edges, but in case of the background star, it has got 3 edges. So this, let's see the number of uh, edges, V-shaped edges in case of problem figure 2. It is again 5. Here in option 1 also it was fine, 5 itself. In case of option 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges in the front star. In the back stars, there are again 3 edges. In case of option 4, in the front star, 5 edges, and the background star has got, the dark star has got 3 edges. So on this basis of on the basis of stars and edges, we can't differentiate. All problem figures look similar. But let's see the symmetry. In case of problem figure 1, the star is symmetrical. The V shapes corners in the front star are almost of the same size. Similarly, in case of option 3, the V shape edges of the star are symmetrical, and similarly in the case of option 4, the edges, V-shaped edges, are uniform or symmetrical. But in case of option 2, there is not a symmetry, because certain edges are broad, certain edges are small. So on the basis of symmetry, we find that option 2 is the answer for question number 20. Let's go to question number 28. In question number 28, there are 4 options given. When we observe all the 4 options carefully, we find that in case of option 2, 3 and 4, the swastik diagram is similar, whereas in case of option 1, the swastik diagram is drawn differently. So answer to question number 28 is 1. Now let's go to next question, question number 29. In next question, question number 29, we find that there is one square which is divided into 4 parts with the help of 2 lines intersecting each other. One of the part which has become a triangle has been colored as dark black, and one dot has been placed on either left side or on the right side of the black triangle. So let's see the position of black dot in case of option 1. This is the triangle that we can see, the dark triangle, and this is the black dot we can see. The position of the black dot is on the left hand side of the darkened or black triangle. Okay, let's see the position of black dot in case of option 2. It is again on the left hand side of the triangle. In case of option 3, this is the triangle that we have, and black triangle, and if we see the dot, it is again on the left hand side. Now see the position of black dot in case of Option 4, it is on the right hand side of the black triangle. So answer to question number 29 is 4. Now let's go to question number 30. In question number 30, we have 4 options given. In each option there is one circle in which there is one triangle, and in the triangle there are two parallel lines and there are two dots. When we see the position, when we see the dots carefully, we find that in case of option 2, the circles are not dark, whereas in case of option 1, option 3 and option 4, these small dots are black or dark, totally dark. So answer to question number 30th is option 2. Let's go to question number 31. In question number 31, there are 4 options given. We find that there is similarity in figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3. The lines are meeting at one place. In case of option 1, they are meeting at this place. In case of option 2, they are meeting at this place. In case of option 3, the 3 lines are meeting at this place. But in case of option 4, the lines are not meeting anywhere. So answer to question number 31 is 4. Let's go to next question. In the next question, option 1, there is a circle outside in which there is another circle, and in at the innermost part also there is another circle. Similarly, in the case of option 2, there is a square in which there is another square in which there is another square. Let's see the problem figure 3. There is a triangle in which there is another triangle, and inside also there is another triangle. Now let's see the problem figure 4. In case of problem figure 4, outside there is a figure in which inside figure is not the same. So option 1, 2 and 3 share a similarity that all the 3 designs inside one another are same. So option 4 is the answer for question number 32. Let's go to question number 33. In question number 33, there are 4 options given. In case of option 1, there is one triangle in which there are lines drawn. Similarly, in the case of option 2, there is a triangle in which there are lines drawn. In option 3, there is one square in which the lines have been drawn, and in option 4, there is another square in which lines have been drawn. Now let's count the number of lines in option 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 lines in option 1. In option 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are only 4 lines. In option 3, there are 5 lines. And in option 4, there are again 5 lines. So on the basis of number of lines, option 2 is the odd man out. So answer to question number 33 is 4. Question number 34. There are 4 options given. Let's go to problem figure 1. There is one arrow which is clearly visible. It has got a tail and head. In problem figure 2, the arrow head is there, but the tail is in a different shape. Let's go to question number problem figure 3. The arrow is in proper shape, and in problem figure 4, the arrow is also in proper shape. So odd man out picture is 2. Let's go to question number 35. In question number 35, there's one square and there's one line which is joining two ends. Similarly, in case of problem figure 2, 3 and 4, one line is joining two ends. But in case of problem figure 1, 2 and 3, there is a similarity that there is another line drawn which is vertical. But in case of problem figure 3, the line is drawn horizontally. So on this basis, the problem figure 3 is a standout figure, and our answer to question number 35 is 3. Let's go to question number 36. In question number 36, there are two designs, oval shaped designs, which are kept one over the other at different angles in all the four problem figures. But in case of problem figure 3, there is another line drawn which is vertical at the center. So this, because of this vertical line drawn, this figure stands out as a odd man out figure. Let's go to question number 37. In question number 37, there are four problem figures given. In problem figure 1, there is one circle upon which there is one straight line which has got two small figures drawn on each end of the straight line. When we notice these designs carefully, we find that these are the same designs which are facing each other. That means they are drawn in opposite directions. They are moving in different directions, opposite directions. Let's go to problem figure 2. We find that there is a circle upon which there is one line, same as in case of problem figure 1, and the end designs are same and they are also in opposite direction to each other. Let's go to problem figure 3. In problem figure 3, again there is one circle upon which there is one line, and at the end of the line there are two designs which are similar but they are in the same direction. They are in the left direction, left hand side direction. Now let's go to problem figure 4. We find that there is a circle upon which there is one straight line, and at the end of the straight line there are two designs which are similar and they are in opposite direction to each other. So what is the difference in four problem figures? The difference is of the direction of the design at the end of the straight line. In case of problem figure 1, the designs are in opposite direction. Similarly, in case of problem figure 2, designs are in opposite direction. And similarly, in case of problem figure 4, the designs are in opposite direction. But in case of problem figure 3, the designs at the end of the straight line are similar and in the same direction. So answer for question number 37 is 3. Now let's go to question number 38. In question number 38, there are four problem figures given. In each of the problem figure, there is one basic structure which is made of a rectangle. The rectangle has been divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other in the middle. We notice that in two of the parts of the rectangle There is no design. It is applicable to all four problem figures, but in two of the parts, in one part there is one triangle, and in another part there is a circle, and this is applicable for all the problem figures in question number 38. We further notice that there is a noticeable difference of placement of one diagram to the other. So let's examine this. In question number 38, problem figure 1, let's see the position of circle as compared to the position of triangle. We find that the position of circle to the triangle is on the right side of it. Let's check in case of problem figure 2. In problem figure 2, the position of circle to the triangle is on the left side of it. In case of problem figure 3, let's see. In case of problem figure 3, we find that the circle is on the right side of the triangle. Now check in case of problem figure 4, the circle is on the right side of the triangle. So in case of problem figure 1, 3 and 4, the position of circle is on the right side of the triangle. So there is a similarity in these three problem figures, whereas problem figure 2 is standing out because the position of circle is on the left side of the triangle. So answer for question number 32 is 2. Now let's move on to next question. Question number 39. When we see four problem figures carefully, we find that the basic structure is similar in all the problem figures. What is the basic structure in this? There are two horizontal lines which are parallel, and there are two vertical lines which are also parallel but intersecting the horizontal lines. So this structure is common to all the four problem figures. And we also further notice that there is a circle which has been kept at different places in the basic structure. Let's see what is the position of circle in case of problem figure 1. This circle to the basic structure is kept on the left side of it. In case of question problem figure 2, the position of the circle is exactly in the center of the structure. In case of problem figure 3, the position of the circle is on the right side of the structure. In case of problem figure 4, the circle has been kept on the top side or upper side of the structure. So now we further understand from these positions that we have found that the problem figure 1, problem figure 3 and 4 has circles which are on side of the structure, whereas in case of problem figure 2, the circle has been placed exactly in the center, in the middle of the structure. So on the basis of position of the circle or placement of the circle in the basic structure, we find that problem figure 2 is standing out as a different figure, whereas problem figure 1, 3 and 4 share a similarity. So answer for question number 39 is 2. Question number 40. 4 options are given. In the first option, There are four designs given. Two of the designs are same. These are triangles. In question number 40, the second option, again there are two designs which are square designs and common. In question 40 option 3, there are two plus sign designs which are common, but in case of option 4 there are no two designs which are of the same size. There is one circle, there is one circular shape, but it exactly not the same. So these two figures are different. So answer for question number 40 is option number 4. Let's go to question number 41. In question number 41, we find that there are four options given. In the first option, there is one triangle inside which there is another triangle. So these two designs, which are outer design and inner design, both are same or both are similar. Let's check in case of option 2. In option 2, there is one rectangle as an outer design, and as an inner design also there is one rectangle. So two designs are same. Let's check in case of option 3. In option 3, outside there is one triangle, outside there is a rectangle, inside there is a triangle. So both the designs are different. Let's check in case of option 4. Outside there is one oval shape, inside there is another oval shape. So both the designs are same or similar, but now when we see what we have analyzed is that option 1, 2 and 4 share a similarity because the designs are similar in case of inner design and outer design. But in case of option 3, the two designs, inside design and outside design, both are different designs. So answer for question number 41 is 3. Now let's go to question number 42. In question number 42, there are four options given. There is one face that has been drawn. The lips and the nose is exactly same in each of the problem figure. So now what is left is we have to see the eyes, structure of the eyes, composition of the eyes. We find that the eyes that has been drawn are exactly same in case of problem figure 2, 3 and problem figure 4, whereas it is different in case of problem figure 1. So answer for question number 42 is 1. In case of question number 43, there are four options given. In the first options, there are two lines which are parallel to each other, and these lines are not meeting at any place because these lines are parallel lines. In other three options, the lines are meeting or crossing at some point. So problem figure 1 is the odd man out figure here. Now let's go to next question. In question number 44, there are four options given. In the first option, there are two the figure is made up of two lines. whereas the third side is open. But in case of remaining three options, three problem figures, all the figures are closed, ended. So none of the side is open in other problem figures. So problem figure 1, because one side is open, is the odd man out figure. Let's go to next question. In question number 45, there are four problem figures given. In first problem figure, there is a similarity with problem figure 3 and 4. Inside the problem figure 1, there is a cross drawn. Similarly, in the case of problem figure 3 also there is a cross, and in the case of problem figure 4 also there is a cross. But in the case of problem figure 2, the cross is not there, but the plus signature, plus sign is there. So on the basis of the inside figure, we can say that the answer to question number 45 is 2. Question number 46, there are four options given. In the first option, we can see that in the given design we can make W alphabet. In case of problem figure 2 also we can make one W alphabet. In case of problem figure 3 we can't make W alphabet, but in case of problem figure 4 we can make one W alphabet. So answer to question number 46 is 3. Now let's go to question number 47. In question number 47, there are four options given. With first observation itself, we can make out that problem figure 1, 2 and 3 are similar because of design. And the design in case of problem figure 4 is completely different as compared to first three problem figures. So answer to question number 47 is 4. Let's go to problem figure 40, question number 48. In question number 48, four options are given. We can see that problem figure 1, problem figure 3 and problem figure 4 has one of the side which is curved, one or the two sides, either one or two sides are curved. But in case of problem figure 2, none of the side is curved. It is a rectangle, and in rectangle there are no curved lines. So answer to question number 48 is 2. Question number 49, there are four options given. In each of the problem figure there are figures which are looking similar. Let's watch each of the design carefully. In the first problem figure there is a circle upon which there is another circle, and there is one arc, and these three uh, designs are facing towards the corner. In case of problem figure 2, uh, same designs are there, one circle upon which there is another circle, and there is one arc, and these three designs are facing to the corner. In case of problem figure 3, although those three designs are there, but the sequence of the uh, designs is different. In first and second problem figure, big circle comes first, but here small circle is coming first. So sequence is changed in case of problem figure 3. Let's examine problem figure 4. In problem figure 4, the sequence is same as the sequence in option 1 and option 2. So on the basis of similarity, and we can say that problem figure 1, 2 and 4 are same, while problem figure 3 is different. In question number 50, there are 4 options given. There is one line and there is another line which is intersecting this line. On the top of line which is intersecting the first line, there is a circle drawn. In the case of second, third and fourth figure, the same design is there, but let's carefully watch each of the designs. In first design, on this line, there are two perpendicularly drawn lines which are towards the circle. In the second option, the lines are actually not towards the circle, it is away from the circle. In case of problem figure 3, the lines are same as the case of problem figure 1. These lines are towards the circle. Similarly, in the case of problem figure 4 also the lines are towards the circle. So in this case, option 2 is standing out and answer for question number 50 is 2. Let's go to question number 51. In question number 51, there are 4 options given. In each of the options, there are 4 figures. There are 2 arrows and there are 2 balloon-like designs. Balloon-like designs are common in each of the problem figures, except in the case of problem figure 4, wherein not only the balloons are on one side, but the arrows also, the directions of the arrows also is opposite to each other, whereas in case of other 3 problem figures the arrows are in opposite directions and the balloons are in different corners. So answer for question number 51 is 4. Question number 52, there are 4 options given. In the first option there is a container on which milk is written. In the option 2 there is a container on which tea is written. In the third option there is a container on which coffee is written, and in the last option, option number 4, there is a container on which petrol is written. We can see that there is a similarity in first 3 problem figures. These are the food items or beverages, whereas in case of option 4 it is a fuel item. So answer for question number 52 is 4. Let's go to question number 53. In question number 53 there are 4 options given. The first option is a bulb, the second option is a lamp, third option is a candle, and the fourth option is a plug. We can see that bulb, lamp and candle can illuminate light, but plug cannot illuminate light. So there is a similarity in option 1, 2 and 3, whereas option 4 is standing out as odd man out figure. So answer for question number 53 is 4. Let's move on to question number 54. In question number 54 there are 4 options given. In the first option there is a bird, body part of a bird. Similarly, in the case of option 2 also there is a body part of a bird. In option 3 also there is a body part of a bird. But in case of option 4, it is a snake, which is a reptile. So first three figures are similar because they represent a bird, and the fourth figure is different because it's representing a reptile. So answer for question number 54 is 4. Question 55, there are 4 options given. In the first option, it is lips. In the second option, it is nose. In the third option is the hand, and the fourth option is an eye. We can see that lips, nose, and eyes are part of face, whereas hand is different. So answer for question 55 is 3. Let's go to question number 56. In question number 56, there are 4 options given. First, option 1 is a flower. Option 2 is also a flower. Option 3 is also a flower, and option 4 is also a flower. But option 4 is lotus, which grows in water. Whereas in case of option 1, 2, and 3, these are the flowers which grow in mud or plain earth. So option 4 is the answer for question number 56. Now let's go to question number 57. In question number 57, we have 4 options given. In the first option, ginger is given, picture of ginger is given. In option 2, picture of potato is given. In the option 3, picture of chili is given, and in option 4, picture of apple is given. We can see that apple is a fruit, whereas the remaining 3 pictures belong to items which are vegetables or part of items used in kitchen. So answer for question number 57 is 4. Question number 58, there are 4 options given. In option 1, there is a picture of puri. In option 2, there is a picture of plate. In option 3, there is a picture of roti. In option 4, there is a picture of paratha. We can see that puri, roti, and paratha, these are food items, but plate is not a food item, it is a utensil. So question number 58, the answer is 2. Let's go to question number 59. In question number 59, there are 4 options given. In the first option, there's a picture of chili. In the second option, there's a picture of salt. In the third option, there's a picture of honey. And in the fourth option, there's a picture of garam masala. We can see that in order to make vegetable, we need chili, we need salt, and we need garam masala. We can make a vegetable or a curry without honey. So honey is the item which is different than the 3 other items. So answer for question number 59 is 3. Let's go to the next question. There are 4 options given. In the first option, there is a design which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides to it, and there is a design inside the main design. In the second option, there is a rectangle with 4 sides to it, and there's one figure which is similar to the figure inside in the option 1. Let's go to option 3. There is a circle wherein the inside there is a design which is similar to other two problem figures, but we can see that in case of the circle or circular design that is given in option 3, we don't have any side to it. There's zero side to a circular shape. Let's go to option 4. We find that there are three straight lines which make the triangle, and the design which is kept inside is similar to other three problem figures. So option 3 is a different figure because there is no straight line used in making a circle, whereas there are 6 lines in case of problem figure 1, 4 lines in case of uh, problem figure 2, and 3 lines in case of problem figure 3. So option 3 is standing out as a odd man out, and our answer to question number 60 is 3. Question number 61. There are 4 options given. In the first option there is one square which is divided into 4 equal parts with the help of 2 lines intersecting each other. In each of the part there is one design is given. In the first uh, figure, first design there is a circle. In the second design there is plus sign. In the third design there is a dark circle. In the fourth design there is one minus sign given. In the second problem we see that the blank circle and the dark circle does not change. Their positions are same. They are exactly same. But in case of plus sign, there are two plus signs now, and equal number of minus signs are placed in the opposite quadrant. That means when there are two plus signs, there are equal number of minus signs placed. Let's see in case of problem figure 3. There are three plus signs and equal number of minus signs given, and other two figures are same. In case of fourth option, there should be, if there are 4 plus signs, there must be 4 minus signs, but we find that there is no minus sign given in the figure. So fourth figure is the standout figure, and answer for question number 61 is 4. Let's go to question number 62. In question number 62, there is one line either vertical or horizontal, and on either side of the line there are black dot and white dots given. So let's try to again observe these 4 options carefully, and let's first locate the position of each of the design in each problem figure. In the case of first problem figure, the the dark circle comes at position 1 when we go clockwise. The second position is given to the blank circle. The third position is given to the dark circle, and the fourth position is given to blank circle. Let's see the position of these designs in case of problem figure 2. The first position is given to black circle, second position is given to the blank circle, third position is given to the dark circle, and fourth position is given to the blank circle. So option 1, option 2 are same or similar. Let's see the problem figure 3 or option 3, and let's number these designs. The first number is given to blank circle, second position comes when you go to clockwise direction, comes to dark circle, the third position comes to blank circle, and fourth position comes to the dark circle. Now these the position or the number given to each design in case of option 3 is different compared to the option 1 and option 2. Now just for the sake of confirmation, we'll see what is the position we can give it to different designs in case of problem figure 4. So let's move clockwise again. The first position comes to black circle, second comes to blank circle, third comes to dark circle, and fourth comes to blank circle, which is exactly same as the case in case of problem figure 1 and 2. So problem figure 1, 2 and 4 are similar, whereas 3 is different. So answer for question number 62 is 3. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 63. There are 4 options given. In each of the option there is one unique design is given. In the first case it is a triangle which has got 3 straight lines or 3 sides to it. Next problem figure is a circle which has got 0 straight lines in it. The third option is given as a rectangle or a diamond shaped design which has got 4 sides to it or 4 straight lines in it. Next is a triangle, is a rectangle which has got 4 lines or 4 sides in making of it. So in this case option 2 is standing out as odd man out figure because it has got 0 sides, whereas in case of option 1, option 3 and option 4 there are non-zero or more than 0 straight lines. So answer for question number 63 is option number 2. Question number 64. There are 4 options given. In the first option there are 2 blank circles on one side, and on the opposite side there is one dark circle. In case of problem figure 2, similarly there are 2 blank circles on one side and opposite there is dark circle, but position of the dark circle is in the opposite side exactly in the middle, whereas position of the black dot in case of problem figure 1 is not in the middle, it is on the right side. Now let's see the problem figure 3. In problem figure 3, 2 blank circles are on one side and the dark circle is on the opposite side in the middle. In the next problem figure, the blank circles are on one side and dark circle is in the middle of opposite side. So on the basis of position of black dot, we find that problem figure 1 is different, whereas problem figure 2, 3 and 4 are similar. So answer for question number 64 is 1. Now let's go to question number 65. In question number 65, there is one rectangle which has been divided into 2 parts with the help of a diagonal straight line, and there is another line which is joining at the middle of the line from the corner. In case of problem figure 2, the outer design is same and the line which is meeting the 2 corners or joining the 2 corners is also similar, but the line which is coming from center towards the side is not the same. It is from the it is not from the corner, it is coming from the middle of the side. Similarly, in case of problem figure 3 and 4 also, this line which is not coming from the corner but coming from the middle. So on the basis of this line which is joining at the middle, we can say that problem figure 1 is turning out as odd man out figure. Answer for question number 65 is 1. Now let's go to question number 66. There are 4 options given. In the first option, there is one rectangle and inside there is another rectangle. In case of problem figure 2, only one circle is there. Only one circle is there. Inside and outside there is no figure. In case of problem figure 3, there is a circle inside of which there is another circle. In case of problem figure 4, there is a triangle inside which there is another triangle. So clearly option 2 is the standout figure because there are no two designs in it, only one design is there. Only one design is there as compared to two same designs in case of option 1, 3 and 4. So answer to question number 66 is 2. Question number 67. There are 4 problem figures given. In the first problem figure, there is one square in which there is a triangle. So number of lines in square are 4, which is on the outside, and the inside design, which is a triangle, has got 3 lines. Let's check in problem figure 2. The outside design is a triangle, which means there are 3 sides to it, whereas the inside design is a rectangle, so number of lines in that case is 4. Let's check in case of problem figure 3. The outside design has got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sides, and the inside design is a rectangle which has got 4 lines. Let's check in option 4. The outside design has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, and inside design has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So the inside design has got one side less than the outer design in case of problem figure 1, 3 and 4, whereas in case of problem figure 2, the number of lines in the inside figure is actually one more than the number of lines in the outer design. So option 2 is the answer. Let's go to the next question. In question number 68, there are 4 options. In each options there are lines drawn in a particular circle. Let's count the number of lines. In case of option 1, number of lines are 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 lines are there in option 1. In option 2, 1, 2, 3 lines are there. In case of option 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines are there. In case of option 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines are there. So now what is the meaning of these numbers that we have got? The number of lines in option 1 is 4, which is an even number, and the number that we got in case of option 2, option 3 and option 5, 3, 5 and 7, these are odd numbers. So option 2, 3 and 4 are similar, whereas option 1 is different. So answer to question number 68 is 1. Let's go to next question. In question number 69, there are 4 options given. In the first option, there is one square inside of which there is a plus sign. Only one plus sign is there. In the second figure, we have one square inside which there is one inside of which there is a sign which is division sign. Only one sign is there. In case of option 3, there is a multiplication sign, only one sign. But in case of problem figure 4, there are two signs. One is plus sign, the other one is multiplication sign. So number of signs inside the square are 2. So these three problem figures 1, 2 and 3 are similar because each of the problem figure has got only one sign, mathematical sign, whereas in case of option 4 there are two signs, mathematical signs. So answer to question number 69 is 2. Question 70. There are 4 options given. In each option there is a triangle and there is a line which is crossing the triangle from certain side. In case of option 1, the line is dividing the triangle into two unequal parts. In case of problem figure 2, again this line is dividing the triangle into two unequal parts. In case of option 3 as well, this line is dividing the triangle into two unequal parts. But in case of option 4, the line which is drawn this way is dividing the triangle into two equal parts. So option 1, option 2 and option 3 share a similarity, whereas option 4 is different. So answer for question number 70 is 4. Let's go to the next question. In question number 71, there are 4 options given. In option 1, there are two designs. One is straight line, another one is a B alphabet of English. So there are two designs in total. In option 2, there are again two designs. One is B and other one is a line. In case of option 3, again there are two designs. One is a line, the other one is a B alphabet. But in case of option 4, there are three designs in total, two straight lines which are vertical and one B alphabet of English. So there are three designs in total. Option 1, 2 and 3 share a similarity because two designs are there in each problem figure, but in case of problem figure 4 there are three designs, which is why option 4 is standing out as odd man out figure. So answer for question number 71 is 4. Let's go to question number 72. There are 4 options given. When we see option 1, there are two designs. The design at the bottom and the design at the top are similar, but the design in the middle is different. In other words, there are three designs in problem figure 1, out of which two are same and one is different. So let's examine in case of option 2. In option 2, there are three triangles which are same. In case of option 3, there are four squares. There are three squares, sorry, which are same. In case of option 4, there are three circles which are same. So we find that option 1 is different because it has got one design which is different. So in totality there are only two designs which are same, one design is different, whereas in other options all three designs are same. So answer to question number 72 is 1. In question number 73, there are four options given. In the first option there is one figure. In case of problem figure 2, there are two figures. In case of problem figure 3, there is one figure. In case of problem figure 4, there is one figure. So option 2 has got two designs. So answer for question number 73 is 2. Let's move on to the next question. In the next question there are four options given. In the first option there is a circle which has been divided into parts with the help of lines. Let's count the number of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In total there are 6 lines inside the circle. Let's go to problem figure 2. In this problem figure, let's count the number of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 lines. Let's go to problem figure 3 and count the number of lines inside the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 lines. Let's check in problem figure 4 how many lines are there inside the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we find that in case of problem figure 2, 3 and 4, there are 8 lines inside the circle, whereas in case of problem figure 1 only 6 lines are there. So option 1, problem figure 1 is standing out as a odd man out figure. Let's move on to the next question. In question number 75, there are four options given. In the first option table, second option is chair, third option is pen, and fourth option is tree. We can see that there is a similarity in option 1, option 2 and option 3 because these are non-living things, whereas tree is a living thing, living being. Tree has a life, whereas table, chair and pen doesn't have life of their own. So answer for question number 75 is 4. Question number 76, there are four options given. In the first option there is a quadrilateral, and in case of second option it is a square, whereas it is a quadrilateral in case of option 3 and 4. So option 2 is standing out as odd man out figure because it is different to the other 3 problem figures. Now let's move on to question number 77. In this question there are 4 options given. In the first option there is a half sleeve shirt. In the second option there is a frock. In the third option there is a t-shirt, but the fourth option is a pant. We can find a similarity in first 3 options because these clothes are for upper body part, but and whereas in option 4 pant which is for lower body part. So answer for question number 77 is 4. Let's go to question number 78. There are 4 options given. There are 2 lines which are intersecting each other, and at the end of these lines there are some signs. So let's see the signs carefully. One is plus sign in the problem figure 1. At the extreme end of the same line there is a multiplication sign, and there are 2 dots on the other line which are towards the plus sign, towards the plus, facing towards the plus sign. So let's see what is the position of these designs in case of problem figure 2. We find that there is a plus sign which is on the other side, multiplication sign is on the extreme end of it, the same line, and the 2 dots, the black dots, are in this case towards multiplication sign, whereas these 2 dots were in the case of problem figure 1 towards plus sign. Now let's see these 2 dots in case of problem figure 3. These 2 dots are towards multiplication sign, and in the case of problem figure 4 also these are towards multiplication sign. So we can say that on the basis of position of these 2 black dots, figure 1 is standing out as odd man out figure, and there is similarity in option 2 and option 3 and option 4. So answer for question number 78 is 1. Question number 79. There are 4 options given. In the first option there are 2 parts of a circle which has been shaded black, and these parts which are shaded are not facing each other or are not exactly opposite each other. So these are not opposite. In option 2 we notice that the shaded parts of the circle are opposite each other, and in the case of option 3 and 4 as well, these shaded parts of the circle are opposite each other. So option 1 is standing out as odd man out figure, and answer for question number 79 is 1. Let's go to question number 80. In this question there are 4 options given. In the first option there is a square inside which there is one circle which is darkened. In option 2 there is a circle which inside which there is another circle which is darkened. In the case of option 3 there is a triangle inside which there is a darkened circle. In case of option 4 there is a triangle in which there is a darkened circle. So inside circle is common to all the 4 problem figures, and outside designs are also different, but there is a similarity in case of option 1, 3 and 4. that these outer designs are made up of lines. For example, option 1 has got 4 lines or 4 sides because it is a square. In case of option 3, it is a triangle and has got 3 sides to it, or 3 lines have been used to make the triangle. In case of option 4, there is another triangle and 3 lines or 3 sides are used to make it. So we find that in case of option 1, 3 and 4, the outer design is made up of lines. But in case of option 2, it is just outer design is a circle which doesn't have any line or any side. So option 2 is the odd man out figure in this case. Let's go to question number 81. In this question, there are 4 options given. In each option, there is a triangle which is same in all 4 options. In option 1, when we closely see, there are 2 more designs. One design is a small circle which is inside the triangle in one of the corner, and one plus sign is there which is outside the triangle. In option 2, the circle is again in one of the corner and it is inside the circle, whereas plus sign is outside. So option 1 and option 2 are looking like similar. In option 3, we find that inside there is no sign at all. That means circle is not there inside, rather it is kept outside. And plus sign is missing, it is not present in this case. So this option number 3 is looking like an odd man out. Just for the sake of confirmation, let's go to option number 4. We find that circle is inside in one of the corner and plus sign is outside. So this is also similar to option 1 and 2. So in this case, option 3 is standing out as odd man out figure, and this is the answer for question number 81. Question number 82, there are 4 options given. In the first option, there is a 6-sided figure which is common to all the 4 options. There is one arrow and there is a line in one of the side. So let's see the position of arrow to the line. In case of problem figure 1, from this line the arrow is on the third line anti-clockwise. When we go in anti-clockwise direction from this line, we find that on the third side of it there is arrow, and the arrow is again towards anti-clockwise direction. In case of option 2, this is the line, and if we go in anti-clockwise direction, we find that on the third side of it there is an arrow and which is also moving in anti-clockwise direction. So this is also similar to option 1, anti-clockwise. And in case of option 3, we find that this is the line, and from this the third side anti-clockwise is the arrow, but the arrow is moving in a opposite direction, it is moving in clockwise direction. So this is standing as odd man out figure so far. So let's examine the 4th option also. In the 4th option, this is the line in one of the side, and to the third of this, in the third side to it, in anti-clockwise direction. There is arrow which is moving in anti-clockwise direction itself. So there is a similarity in option 1, option 2 and option 4, whereas option 3 is standing out as different figure. So answer for question number 82 is 3. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 83. There are 4 options given. When we observe these 4 options, we find that a similar looking design is available in each of the problem figure. When we again observe these options carefully, we find that the difference between these two sides, the gap between two lines, these two lines, in case of option 2, 3 and 4, is similar. The gap is similar. The gap is narrower as compared to option 1. In option 1, the gap between these two lines is much wider. So there is a similarity in option 2, 3 and 4, whereas option 1 is standing out as a different figure. So question number 83, option 1 is the answer. Let's go to question number 84. In this question, there are 4 options given. In each options, there are flowers made up of leaves. So let's count the number of leaves. In case of option 1, there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 leaves to make the flower. In option 2, let's count the number of leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 leaves again. In case of option 3, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 4 leaves. So finally let's count in option 4. How many leaves are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves are there. So in each options 1, 2 and 3 there are 4 leaves, whereas in case of option 4 there are 5 leaves. So option 4 is standing out as odd man, and answer to question number 84 is 4. Question number 85. There are 4 options given. Let's observe each options. In option 1, there are 2 black dots on one side, opposite of which there is one circle exactly kept in the middle. Position of the circle is in the middle of the side. Let's check in case of option 2. These 2 black dots are on one side and opposite of which there is circle and which is again kept in the middle. In option 3, we find that the 2 black dots are on one side, opposite of which in the exact middle there is circle. But in case of option 4, there are 2 black dots on one side, but the circle is not in the middle. It should have been here in the middle, but it is in the side. So option 4 is standing out as different figure, odd man out figure. Question number 85, answer is 4. Let's go to question number 86. In this question, there are 4 options given. A similar looking figure is there in all the options. We find that the shape in each of the design. In case of option 1, 2 and 3 it's similar, whereas this shape is different in case of option 4. So answer for question number 86 is 4. Let's go to question number 87. There are 4 options given. In each of the options there is a circle and there is a small arc which is cutting through the circle in the same manner in case of option 1, 2 and 3. Let's see again in case of each problem figure in 1, 2 and 3. Very little portion of the arc is inside the circle and larger portion is on the outside in each of the problem figure 1, 2 and 3, whereas in case of option 4 the major portion of the arc is inside the circle and very little portion is kept outside the circle. So question number 87, the answer is 4. Question number 88, there are 4 options given. In option 1 there is arrow, in option 2 there is perfect arrow, in option 3 also there is a perfect arrow, but in case of option 4 the arrow is not perfect, it has got pointers on both the sides. So option 4 is the answer for question number 88. Let's go to question number 89. In 89 there are 4 options given. In each of the options there is a circle inside which there are 2 mathematical symbols. One is plus, the other one is a dot, a black dot. In case of option 1 there's a plus sign and there's a dot. In option 2 there's a plus sign and dot. In option 3 there's a plus sign and a dot. So option 1, 2 and 3 are looking like similar, but in case of option 4 there's a black dot, but in place of plus sign there's a multiplication sign. So option 4 is standing out as odd man out figure. Let's go to question number 90. There are 4 options given. In each of the options we see one triangle inside which there is a design. In case of option 1 it is a plus design. In case of option 2 it is again a plus design. In case of option 3 again it is a plus design, but in case of option 4 it is a cross sign. So option 4 is standing out as odd man out figure, whereas option 1, 2 and 3 are similar. Question 91. In question number 91 there are 4 options given. We find that in each options there is a similar kind of design. Let's study option 1. In option 1, in the outermost side there is a circular shape. So outside is circular shape, inside of which there is an eye like shape. So next design is an eye like shape. The third design is a cylindrical shape. So third design is a cylindrical. Let's check in case of option 2. The outermost design is circular. The next design is an eye like shape, and the Third design is not like cylinder, but it is like a triangle. So third shape is different in case of option 2 compared to option 1. Let's check in case of option 3. The outermost design is a circular shape. Next design is an eye-like shape, is also fine, similar to both the options 1 and 2. The third option is a cylindrical shape which is equivalent or similar to option 1. So option 1 and 3 are similar. Let's check the option number 4. In option number 4, outermost design is circular shape, so it is fine. The next design is eye-like shape, it is also fine. And the third design is a cylindrical shape, so it is same to option 1 and 3. So now option 1, 3 and 4 are similar. Option 2 is different. So answer for question number 91 is 2. Let's go to the next question. In question number 92, there are 4 options given. In each of the options we find that there are arrows drawn. Let's count the number of arrows first. We find that in option 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows are there. In option 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 arrows are there again. In option 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, again 4 arrows are there. In option 4, again 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 arrows are there. So on the basis of number of arrows, we can't find a difference in any of the options. So let's check the direction of arrows. In option 1, the first arrow is in the upward direction. The next arrow is in the downward direction. The next arrow is on the upward direction and the next arrow is on the downward direction. So what we are finding is one arrow is wandered in certain direction, the next direction is in the opposite direction of that, and then subsequent arrow is in another direction and the next arrow is in opposite direction. So let's check in option 2. In option 2, we find that the first arrow is on the right side, the next arrow should be on the left side, it is on the left side. The next arrow should be on the right side, but it is on the left side, so this is a problem. And the next arrow should be on the opposite direction, so that is fine, that is on the right side. So option 2 has third arrow which is not following the pattern in option 1. So this option 2 is looking like odd man out, but let's check which one is odd man out. Let's go to option 3. In option 3, the first arrow, this arrow, is on the downward direction. The next arrow should be on the upward direction, it is exactly in upward direction. The next arrow should be on the in the downward direction, it is exactly in the downward direction. And the next arrow should be on upward direction, it is already in upward direction. So option 1 and option 3 are similar. Let's check the option number 4. In option number 4, the first arrow is on the left side, the next arrow should be on the right side, it is exactly in the right direction. The next arrow should be on the left direction, it is again in the left direction. The next arrow should be on the right direction, it is in the right direction. So option 1, 3 and 4, option 1, 3 and 4 are similar, whereas option 2 is different. So answer for question number 92 is 2. Let's go to question number 93. We find that there are 4 options given, and in each of the options there is a circle. which has been divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other, and there are two dots in one of the parts, which are one dot is placed in this case is in upward part, and the opposite part has another dot or black circle. So one dot is in upward, and in the downward, that is opposite part, there is another dot. So these dots have been placed in opposite parts. Let's check in option 2. Same kind of outer design is there, which is divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting, and there are two dots placed. Here in this case is one of the black dot is in the left side or left part, the other one is in the right part. So here we find that there is a difference. In case of option 1, one of the dot was in upward and the other one was in downward part. But in case of option 2, one of the dot here, it is in the left part, the other one is in the right part. So let's check the option 3. In option 3, the outer design of circle is same, which is divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting, that is also similar. And let's see the position of black dots. The first black dot here is put into upward part, and the next dot has been placed in the downward part. So exactly 1 and 3 are similar. Let's check option 4. In option 4, again outer design is circle, which is similar to 1, 2 and 3, which is divided into four equal parts with the help of two lines intersecting each other. So this is also common to all the problem figures, and there are two dots. The first dot is in upward part and the next dot is in the downward part. So 1, 3 and 4 options are similar, whereas option 2 is standing out as different figure. So question number 93 has answer, which is option 2. Question number 94. There are four options given. In the first option, we find that there is a straight line. On two sides of it, two ends of it, there are two designs. The first design is a triangle. The opposite end, there is a square. In the next option, we find that there is a triangle on upper side. On the lower side, in the extreme end of it, there is a square. So option 1 and 2 are looking like similar. Let's check in option 3. In option 3, there is again a straight line, and there are two designs at both the ends. In the first end, we find that there is a triangle. On the other end, we find that there is a square. But there is a difference here. The designs are not in different sides, they are in the same side of the line. So this, for example, in this case option 3, the square should have been here. Should have been in the opposite direction, but it is on the same direction. So looking like this, option 3 is an odd man out figure. Just to check, let's move on to the next option. We find that in the next option there's a straight line. The triangle is on the right side and the square is on the left side. So option 1, 2 and 4 are similar. Option 1, 2 and 4 are similar. Option 3 is different. Answer for question number 94 is 3. Let's go to the next question, which is question number 95. There are four options given. In each of the options we find that there is a triangle inside which there is an arrow. So let's check each of the problem figure in so on the basis of triangle, that is outer design, we can't find any difference, it is common. And the presence of arrow, that is one arrow in each of the option, is also not a deciding factor for finding the odd man out. Let's check the direction and or the origin of the or starting point of the arrow. In case of option 1 in problem number 95, the arrow is starting or originating from one of the corner of the triangle, and it is going towards the side or in the middle of the side. So it is going to go towards the middle of this middle part of the side. Let's check in case of option 2. In case of option 2, the arrow is not originating from middle. It is not originating from any of the corner, neither from this corner nor from this or nor from this corner. It is actually starting from middle of the line. So option 1 and 2 are different in this case. Let's check in option 3. In option 3, the arrow is starting from middle of the line and going towards the corner. So we see that in option 2 and 3 there is similarity, that the starting point of the arrow is from the middle of the side, and it is going to the corner. It is directed towards the corner. But in case of option 1, it is other way around. It is starting from the corner and hitting towards the middle. So starting and the direction both are different in option 1. Looks like option 1 could be the odd man out figure. Let's check in case of option 4. In option 4, the starting point of the arrow is from the middle, exactly the same as case on option 2 and 3, and the direction of arrow is towards the center of the triangle. So this is also same in case of option 2 and 3. So we can say that option 2, 3 and 4 are similar, whereas option 1 is different. So option 1 is the answer for question number 95. Let's go to the next question. Question number 96. There are four different figures are given. In the first problem figure, we find that there is a circular shape and there are two lines in the middle which are parallel to each other and which are horizontal lines and parallel to each other. Okay, two lines are there. In the next option or next problem figure, we find that there is a square and there are two lines in the middle which are vertical, okay, and which are vertical and parallel. So in both the options 1 and 2, the lines are parallel, but in option 1 the lines are horizontal. In case of option 2, these are verticals. Let's check in option 3. There is a triangle and in the middle of which there are two lines which are horizontal, and parallel. So now we see, let's compare option 3 with option 1 and 2. We find that option 1 is option 1 and option 3 are similar, because in both the cases the lines are parallel as well as horizontal, whereas the lines are vertical in case of option 2. So option 2 is looking like a potential odd man out, but For the sake of confirmation, let's go to the problem figure 4. We find that there is a triangle which has been in which there are two lines which are horizontal and parallel. That means this figure option 4, the design here is similar to option 1 and 3. So option 1, 3 and 4 are similar. Option 2 is different. So answer for question number 96 is 2. Question number 97. There are 4 options given. In the first option, there is a rectangle which has got 4 sides. In the next option, option number 2, there are 4 lines to the design. The design is a quadrilateral, it has got 4 sides to it. The next option, option 3, it has got triangle which has got 3 sides. Next option, option 4, it has got a quadrilateral which has got 4 lines. So we find that there are 4 lines in case of option 1, 2 and 4 and 3 lines in case of option 3. So option 3 is an odd man out figure because there is a similarity in option 1, 2 and 4, and option 3 is a different figure. Let's go to question number 98. In this question, there is a basic shape which is common. This shape is common in all the options, and we find that there are 2 dots in each of the options. In first option, the dots are placed on the upper side of the straight line in the middle. That is in upper side, on the same side but in upper side here. In case of option 2, the basic structure is same and the 2 dots have been placed on the downward side of the center line. In case of option 3, the 2 dots are placed in opposite directions. One of the dot is on the upper side, and the other side, in the other side there's another dot, but it is not in the same uh, side. It is rather in they are facing this each other in diagonally. In case of option 4, the 2 dots are in on one side which are on the right side. So in option 1, the dots are on one side, that is upper side. In case of option 2, the dots are in downward side. In case of option 4, they are on the right side, these 2 dots. But in case of option 3, these are on facing each other diagonally. So diagonally opposite directions on different sides, the 2 dots have been placed. So option 1, 2 and 4 are same, whereas option 3 is standing out as a odd man out figure. So question number 98, answer is 3. Let's go to question number 99. 4 options given. In the first option, there is an arrow which is made up of one straight line, and on the right end of it there is design. In case of option 2, there is an arrow which has got 2 sides. At both the ends there is design which is opposite each other. In case of option 3, there is a straight line on the both each end of the straight line. Dots are there, black dots are there. But in case of option 4, there is no straight line, it is an arc. So option 1 2 and 3 are similar because there are straight lines in the design. But in case of option 4, there is no straight line because this is a curve. So option 4 is standing out as odd man out figure. Question number 99, answer is 4.